In case you missed it, the Epoch Times, an actual and factual news source, ran an underreported but narrative contradicting story on Monday headlined, "Doctor Turns Against Messenger RNA COVID-19 Vaccines, Calls for Global Pause." This is what's been lacking in the quest for truth and what we've been waiting for. Medical professionals who previously supported the injections but now are freely admitting they were wrong and doing the right thing, which frankly, ladies and gentlemen, takes almost as much courage as opposing the injections in the first place. If we're completely honest, how many of us actually like to admit when we're wrong? Now imagine admitting to being wrong about something on this scale. On the flip side, think about this. Can you name one doctor who initially opposed the injections that's now changed their mind and is now supporting them? Anyone? The story explains that Dr. Aseem Malhotra, a telegenic British cardiologist who sits on the board of the Journal of Insulin Resistance, just published a peer-reviewed article in that journal critical of the mRNA shots, in which he called for a worldwide halt of the injections. His paper is titled, "Curing the Pandemic of Misinformation on COVID-19 mRNA Vaccines Through Real, Evidence-Based Medicine." The Epoch Times, doing what good journalists are supposed to do, reached out to Pfizer and Moderna for comment. But the Epoch Times reported, Pfizer and Moderna did not return our request for comment. I know, shocking, isn't it? Dr. Malhotra was the poster child for the vaccines. He was all in. He took the injections himself as soon as he was able to back in January of 2021. And the photogenic, well-spoken doctor even went on British TV to promote and push the injections. He was convinced, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that the mRNA injections were safe and effective. Safe and effective, that is, up until his father died. About 6 months after getting the Pfizer vaccine, Dr. Malhotra's fit and healthy father died at home of a sudden and unexpected heart attack. Dr. Malhotra asked for an autopsy, which showed 2 of his father's major arteries severely blocked. So, the grieved doctor began researching post-vaccination injuries, including a study published in the journal Circulation, which showed a higher risk of heart attack after the mRNA injections, and a study of Nordic counties showing an elevated risk of myocarditis. His research led Dr. Malhotra to now believe his father's death was attributed to the vaccine. Besides the loss of life, the other tragedy, of course, is that it takes the deaths of people who proponents of the vaccine, in this case a prominent doctor, love dearly, to get us to this point. However, for Dr. Malhotra, it wasn't just his father's death, it was also the 2 studies he mentioned. Thanks to Dr. Malhotra and to others like him, a critical mass of scientific consensus is building over the injection risks. And for the first time, risk versus benefit discussions and analysis are beginning to happen, something that should have happened at the start. Ever so slowly, the word is getting out, and everyday legitimate consensus is building. The good news is that the mounting consensus is getting strong enough and loud enough to convince at least one doctor to publicly change his position. But not to worry, my friends, there will be many, many more. To understand how far we've come, just think where we were a year ago. A story such as this would never, ever have seen the light of day. Stay strong and stay hopeful. I know it's only inch by inch, but we're getting there in this fight. Anyway, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Please post any comments you have in the comment section. You can also follow me on my Rumble and my Locals account. Please share my channel with others, and I will see you next time.